The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
The punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
Do what we do.
Do what we do. Bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
At the Broncos' 12-yard line.
56, the mark. Check 56. Ready? Kill.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Run for the point after.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue. But
oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
For Indianapolis.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw right sideline here is complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. On the draw is Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
26. Broncos, nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. Check.
Handoff as they run the counter play. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Man left. 4 down. Alert. Mike.
Murray now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. If things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Broncos, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Hey. I'm coming. Hey, alert 3. Check 4.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's good.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 12.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 56. Mike, 56. 56.
Looking to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
1-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought him down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Carlson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
46-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line. The
Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
18-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's good.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch time, watch time. Buffalo 18. Tight end right. Hey. Go, Rig. Go. Got 4 down. Watch twist. Watch go.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
45.
Out of the gun now on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
12 yards.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Denver.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strong right. Everyone's got 4 down. Showing it.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Shift. We got 4. Alert 3.
They go right back to Mack. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Play fake. Murray. And now here is another interception. interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Fielded at the 33. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down. It's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
44-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let him know. Play 50.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Down, Denver.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 28 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, are you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Colts on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. There he goes again, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The throw over the middle taken in. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
55 is my guy. 55.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. This third down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Back to throw here. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the